Time for big horsepower and big hair. You're watching Monster Truck Attitude.
Welcome back, Monster Truck fans, to the MTA Arena. We hope you're ready for some great side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck Racing. 8 trucks in our field here tonight for our Throwback 90s Monster Truck Tournament.
Yeah, Steve, a capacity crowd on hand here tonight. Let's take a look at our field of trucks.
Well, in tonight's lineup, we're taking a look at UFO returning. He's going to go one-on-one with Samson. Then we're taking a look at the Gravedigger coming back alongside Black Stallion. Then a great matchup here between Liquidator and the Predator machine. Then last but not least, Bigfoot is going to go one-on-one with the Monster Patrol. That is our field of trucks. Here's how the brackets are going to be shaken down. Again, UFO taking on Samson in our first matchup. Gravedigger going to go one-on-one with the Black Stallion. Liquidator's coming back to take on Predator in round 1. And again, Bigfoot taking on this Monster Patrol. A great set of matchups here in round 1 competition for our 90s Throwback Monster Truck Tournament here tonight. And Gary, we've got a great matchup here at the top of the track. UFO taking on Samson, waiting on the green light now. Ford and Chevrolet down that straightaway. Side by side they go. Up and over the first jump, and Samson pulls out a big-time win here in the shutdown area, Gary.
Yeah, tremendous matchup here in the first round. Ford taking on Chevrolet. Samson going one-on-one with the UFO machine. As we go back up and take another look at the MTA replay, Steve, off the line they came side by side. Now they go up and over the first jump. Samson with a beautiful pass in no man's land. He gets the big-time win over UFO.
Well, now as we move on to our second matchup here in our 90s Monster Truck Tournament, the Gravedigger set to take on Black Stallion. One out of Double Hills, the other one out of Hagerstown, Maryland. There they go. Gary Gravedigger with a big-time lead. Stallion's in trouble. He turns it over the last set of cars. Lost it right there over that final jump coming out of no man's land. And the Gravedigger will advance on into our semifinal matchup.
Well, as we take another look at it here in the replay breakdown, up and over the first jump, Black Stallion's hanging right there with the Gravedigger. Kind of loses it inside of no man's land, gets a little crossed up, and over he goes, leaving the Gravedigger your winner here tonight in round 1.
Well, a tough break for the Black Stallion team right now. Our MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll him back over again. You said it best, Gary. He came over that first jump, lost it right there in the no man's land section of the track, and it costed him a win as he turned the truck over. The fans love it, but unfortunately, Black Stallion out of competition here tonight. Again, the Gravedigger will advance on into semifinal action. But up next, Predator gets ready to take on the Liquidator machine. There's a green light, Gary, and Liquidator's coming back on him over the final set of cars. A great matchup between Predator and the Liquidator. Liquidator, the Ford camp out of Semifinal, New Jersey, and Predator got the Chevrolet motor in that truck out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Both these drivers letting it all hang down. Here's a look at the replay, Gary. Side by side, they come down that straightaway. Liquidator and Predator absolutely throwing it down, and right here over the last set of cars, it was all Liquidator taking home a win.
That race couldn't have been any closer, Steve. A great job by both drivers, but here's our final matchup in round 1.
Bigfoot set to take on Monster Patrol. Stage, here's the green light, another Ford Chevrolet matchup. Monster Patrol with the lead on the Bigfoot. He's in trouble, over he goes, and Bigfoot may have just came back with a lucky win here in the final matchup of round 1, Gary. Monster Patrol is upside down, and look at the damage done to the wing on the Monster Patrol.
Yeah, no question about it, Steve. As we go back up to the top of the track, look at this replay as Monster Patrol has the slight advantage over Bigfoot, clipping the first ramp right there with the back set of tires. Over he goes, and it was all Bigfoot from there. Monster Patrol is going to be on the trailer.
A tough break for that team, no doubt, Gary, as they had the advantage on Bigfoot over that first jump, but the back tires clipped that landing ramp like you were just talking about, and it costed them a win. The damage done to the wing on the Monster Patrol, they're out of competition here tonight. Nonetheless, Bigfoot is going to be moving on into our semifinal competition. Now, as we take a look at how semifinal action is going to be unfolding in our 90s Monster Truck Tournament here tonight, Samson's set to go one-on-one with the Gravedigger, and then Liquidator's coming back to take on Bigfoot, and we're going to see who's going to be making it into the final round showdown. But Gary, up first at the line in our semifinal matchup, Samson out of Ohio, the Gravedigger out of North Carolina. Here's the green light, the battle of Chevrolets here in semifinal, side by side they go, up and over the first jump, a great matchup here, but I think Samson got the upper hand on the Gravedigger as they went over the final final set of cars, Gary.
Without a doubt, a great matchup between Samson and the Gravedigger. We go back and look at the replay. Samson has a slight lead as they hit the first jump, but the Gravedigger not giving up so easy. He got a little crossed up in no man's land, and it cost him the margin of victory by inches. Here tonight, Steve, Samson moves on into the finals.
Well, with Samson in the final round showdown, who is he going to meet there here tonight? Because it's come down to two, Liquidator and Bigfoot. Both those drivers are staged up at the line. Two Ford power plants this go around. Semifinal action going to unfold. Both drivers staged up and ready to go as Liquidator takes on Bigfoot. Here's the green light, down that straightaway they go. Even race up and over the first jump now, and Liquidator, he crosses up, turning it over, Gary. And Bigfoot will get lucky once again here tonight in semifinal action, and Bigfoot advances to the final round showdown as Liquidator turns the truck over.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened with the Liquidator machine as they see him go up and over that first jump. Right there, he's already crossed up in no man's land, hitting the van stack in the center of the track, and he comes in the Bigfoot set of cars, hits it pretty head on, and then just topples over there, Steve. So Bigfoot is in the finals here tonight with Samson, and it's about time for the final round showdown.
You're right about that, Gary. Ford taking on Chevrolet as Bigfoot gets ready to go one-on-one with Samson in the 90s Monster Truck Tournament Finals. Who's going to be taking on the championship win? Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down, and Samson got a whole shot, but Bigfoot's coming back on him now through no man's land. What a matchup here tonight as Bigfoot may have gotten the win over Samson. Gary, what a dandy matchup it was.
Incredible matchup for the finals here tonight, Steve, as we saw Samson have a lead on Bigfoot down this straightaway, but watch your inside lane. Here goes Bigfoot now. He settles it down, shootout over the last set of cars, and there's your margin of victory by about a tire length. Bigfoot gets the win over the Samson Chevrolet.
A huge win, Gary, for Team Bigfoot here tonight. If you remember, they got lucky earlier against Monster Patrol and Black Stallion, but nonetheless, your winner in the 90s Monster Truck Tournament is Team Bigfoot. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us here on the MTA YouTube channel for the 90s Monster Truck Tournament. We hope you had a great time, and if you did, please leave this video with a big thumbs up, and we hope to see you next time right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel.
The 90s was such a great time, wasn't it, Steve?
Things were much simpler back then, Gary. We all miss it, especially the monster trucks.